Matthew 12:21. Kai to onomati autou ethne elpiousin. Here we translate, and in his name, there's the his, and there's the name, in his name, nations, or perhaps Gentiles, will hope. This continues the quotation of Isaiah 42, Matthew telling us that Jesus is fulfilling this prophecy. Let's look at this word elpiousin. This is from the lexical form elpizo. And some of you thought that was a present tense up there, but if it were present tense, wouldn't we just have elpidzousin, right? That we would have the zeta there. What is going on? What has happened here? Well, this is a future active indicative third person plural as we translated it. They will hope, or nations or Gentiles will hope. And if you look this up in a good lexicon like BDAG, it will give the rare forms at the beginning, and it notes, it will say, I just looked it up, attic future, ATT future, and that will have the initial form. It will have the first person singular form. It will have LPO like that. And you say, oh, I see, the future is going to form differently, and it's an attic future. Now, if you want to know more about the attic future, I refer you to Mounce's Morphology of Biblical Greek. You can look up the word elpizo, and then it'll refer you to the forms, and it'll have a footnote and refer you to the section where he discusses the attic future, where he explains in the Attic dialect, Homeric dialect, some other dialects, the future of some verbs is formed differently. Basically, it looks almost like a liquid verb. And so you'll learn something about that. And next time you run into an attic future, maybe you'll know what it is. One final thing we'll glance at. Some of you thought this word ethne was a feminine singular noun. You need some review, don't you? That remember the word ta ethnos to ethnus. Does that look familiar? Ta ethnos to ethnus. You say, oh yeah, it's a third declension. And so the plural, ta ethne, right? Ta ethnos is Gentile or nation. Ta ethne, Gentiles or nations. Of course, we do not have the article here. That would have made it easier for you, wouldn't it? But it's just ethne, so it's neuter nominative plural. Sometimes neuter plural nouns take a singular verb. In this case, it does not. It takes a plural verb, so third person plural verb to match a plural subject. You say, I wonder why in this case. Well, if you look up actually in the Septuagint, this is the form that's used there. So Matthew is quoting a known scripture text.